Mr. Talent mwenyewe. Good morning, sir.
Morning, chief.
Uko salama?
Niko fiti.
Good to have you today.
Thank you.
Nimeona umekuwa umeshikika sana na kutafuta sikupati. But finally nimekupata.
Lazima unajua
yeah.
Unajua Derek.
Yeah.
Wakati umepata burden. Ama wakati umepata mzigo wa kitu,
yeah.
lazima ufuatilie.
Yeah.
Na it doesn't matter what time. So you push for it. Sababu when you start before the maker. Acha na hizi vitu mingi tunasema. When you start before the maker,
yeah.
one of the biggest question ambayo atakuuliza ni I sent you to the world to do this. Did you do it?
Wow, that's good.
So personally, I'm doing my exam.
You are doing an exam?
Yes, in the world.
Oh, in the world. Yeah.
Yes,
wow,
yes.
Wow. As we talk about Mwalimu Peter Kariuki, basi jina ambalo linajulikana sana na Mr. Talent. And you have something new in the market. This thing called Men Institute. Yeah, I see a page that it focuses on men, wanaume. Why do you think it is important to have men conversation?
Derek, for a very long time, tumeshindwa kujua ni wapi shida iko. Mahali penye shida iko.
Yeah.
So when you look at the behavior amongst the teenagers, the youths,
yeah.
The boys themselves, utarealize ya kwamba the future is delicate. Na ni kwa sababu kama ni maboys, hawana role models. And their role models should be men. I'm not saying that women should not be there.
They should not be there.
But we should have men standing.
Yeah.
So that the boys can see how to become a man from a man. So the dialogue and the conversation that I'm trying to bring on board is that can men speak and discuss critical issues? Hapo unaona, we are not talking about hizi vitu zenye watu wanaongea kwa kawaida. We are talking critical issues.
But you have people who say that when men meet, they talk about politics, sports. Do you have another conversation that men should have for them to develop?
Derek, when we talk about politics and we talk about sports, swali langu kuu ni what are the lessons?
What are the lessons?
Okay, nimeongea kuhusu football, like Arsenal na Man U.
Yeah.
Tumeongea Arsenal ilichapwa ama Man U alichapa mtu, then what? Tumeongea kuhusu politics, especially Kenyan politics.
Yeah.
So we are discussing individuals. Then what? That should be my question. Then what? Ni nini hicho ambacho kimeongezwa kwa maisha yangu? What are the values that have been added to my life? And so in each and every discussion, the end goal is very important.
Very important, yeah.
And that is why you realize that I became a lone ledger. I'm a runner. Okay, I have friends, but if the discussion will be around politics, if the discussion will be around sports, and no end goal, I'm not part of that discussion. I'm not saying that I don't discuss. I do discuss. Lakini kila wakati nikidiscuss, I'm looking for a very important point yenye itaongeza value kwa maisha yangu. Yep.
You know, earlier I spoke about Men Institute, and people would want to know what exactly are we talking about. Tell us something about this Men Institute. Is it an institution where men meet to study some things, or tell us something about it here?
It is an organic personal development for men.
Yeah.
It's an organic institute, like organic, running from nature, making nature reveal the type of men the world is looking for.
Yeah.
That's basically so organic. And it's so organic that we started it a few years ago. So we started having this conversation and asking ourselves, for women, there's a lot of mobilization for pads and all these things in Wadada, all these things, Women Fund and all that. But then when we talk about men, Derek, do we really need to give them things? And the answer, which I know you also believe in me, the answer is no. Men si wa kupewa vitu, men wa kupushwa wafanye. Because the women and the world is waiting for a man who is going to step up. Stepping up. Like even when you marry, you step up. When you do anything as a man, you step up for others to follow. When you sit in your house as a father, you need to step up so that kids, ama watoto wako, waone model And that is why you realize some things, they are only driven and triggered by men.
By men, yeah.
Look at this guy, the late Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk, yeah.
Charlie Kirk, I have listened to that man, and I liked the brain. You see, triggering the world into a discussion and into a dialogue.
Yeah.
And basically, this guy, even without a college diploma, without a college degree, was challenging Americans to think differently. So now a man should be thinking differently and acting differently.
Differently, yeah.
And a man should be a sense and a source of positive influence.
And the way the society is set, you find out that a man is the leader. A man is placed there as a leader. I'm not saying that women are not leaders, but naturally, when you see a man, you see a leader in him. But now, when men meet, what kind of conversation should they have? Despite the fact that you are telling us when you're having a conversation, you must ask yourself at the end of that conversation, what have you gained?
Derek, sitaongea kuhusu the content of their conversation.
The content, yeah.
But I'll say this, every conversation should be value-based.
Value-based.
Yes, it should be value-based. It should be adding value. And let me mention this, kuna pastor moja kwa hii town, anaitwa Reverend Alex Maina.
Yeah.
So Maina is Maina is a different guy, a different pastor. In June, he comes up with an idea and then shares with me. Tells me, I want to reach out to a group of men that has been neglected.
Neglected, yeah.
So hii group ni wase wenye hatutakagi kuongea na wao. Like they're drunk or they're doing all these things. So he takes a group of men and akawapeleka mahali for a camp for a whole week. I was part of the trainer.
Yeah.
Alafu jamaa mwingine pia anaitwa Pastor Mwangi came and others. So we trained these guys and then we agreed every week we shall be meeting like for 2 times and then they will be attending a Sunday service. So personally I committed for Friday. Every
I have
Friday.
I have a question for that. How do you identify a man who is neglected? Or nowadays, do men show up like having this issue
I'm
or
going to
from
answer
the
that.
looks of things?
I'm going to answer that, whether they show up.
Yeah.
So these guys, we started having a conversation.
Yeah.
And every other Friday and every other Tuesday.
Yes.
It happens at the Walk Church, pale London.
Yeah.
So majamaa wanakuja and then we have serious dialogue. Like unajua serious, like umekaisha mwanaume na wamwambia tumia akili. You see, that's what I'm talking about, critical and serious discussion.
And some find it offensive when you tell a man tumia akili. Some find it offensive.
So we're having this conversation and also doing a bit of Bible study, doing a bit of prayers.
Yeah.
Men, majamaa ambao walikuwa kama less than 20. Saizi we have 49. Men, hakuna mwanamke. Men. In fact, even the training has been happening. It is men who have been training.
Yeah.
And it is a conversation form of a thing. Now, what am I finding? I'm finding men coming back to their purposes.
Yeah.
And may God bless Reverend Alex. Because I'm coming with such an initiative, allowing your church to be a church for all.
For all people, yeah.
My friend. And allowing them to come the way they are. Like majamaa wengine wakuja wakiwa tipsy. Unajua tipsy ni nini?
Hata sifahamu.
Bwana ulilelewa wapi bwana? Tipsy ni kulewa. So majamaa wakuja wakiwa tipsy.
Yeah. Me I know of kutei.
Hiyo ni nini ya kitambo bwana,
hiyo ya kitambo.
So wase wanakuja wakiwa tipsy. Na unasikia naongea sheng sahihi.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu for you to communicate with them, you must agree. And you must come to their level.
Yeah.
And so we're having this conversation and I have seen men become clean. I've seen men start talking about savings. I've seen men start talking about I must restore my family. Lazima niendee wife.
Yeah.
Unaona? So do men sit and listen? Yes, when you have the right content. Usikue triggered because umesikia mtu mwingine anafanya program ya men uende. Enda ulize the master who is God. Do I have this passion?
Do I have this
passion? So when I started MI, I started MIA to trigger a discussion.
A discussion, yeah.
And this discussion, I partner with churches, I partner with schools, boys schools and all that.
Yeah.
I partner with universities. Like right now, there's something we are doing with Dedan Kimathi University. A man initiative. We started a man conference, ya ukweli,
Yeah.
Dedan Kimathi. It is a conference that is funded by the university, a conference that is packed and given all resources by the university, because there is a need for man to be repositioned.
To be repositioned, yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes you find it that we have that conversation that men are not good when it comes to opening up. If they have issues, they would rather keep quiet. Now, when you have this platform that men are coming together, you have a conversation about issues that are affecting them. Are they really showing up? Are they opening up? Are we seeing any change?
I think kuna watu kadhaa ambao nitasema.
Yeah.
I'll talk of Reverend Alex. I'll talk of jamaa anaitwa Wisdom. He's a musician.
Yeah.
And also jamaa anaitwa Muhoro.
Yeah.
Na jamaa mwingine anaitwa nani? Anaitwa British.
Yeah.
Hao watu wanaweza kuambia kama wanaume ufunguka. The only thing that you need to do,
Yeah.
you need to create a masculine environment.
Yeah.
Unaona environment yenye haina uish mingi, environment like men, we are discussing as men. Can we talk as men? The environment should be masculine. That we are talking things ambazo haziguzi emotions, lakini tunaongea vitu ambazo zinangonga the critical part of the brain.
Yeah.
Unaona? Like kitu inakugonga hivyo unasema kwani sinaga akili. You see?
Yeah, I see that feeling. Yeah.
And personally I was raised up. I think Mungu anafanya hizi vitu by design. I was raised up in a family of boys only.
Yeah.
We only have one sister. And by the time my sister is being born, me, I'm going to high school. So I don't know how to relate with
a young girl.
With girls. And by being raised by men, I know how men behave. And I know how men react.
Yeah.
Then I was raised up by a dad. Like when I was in class 4, nikachapwa na kijana mwingine hapo tulikuwa tunasoma na yeye. Mzee nikaenda home. Na unajua sasa my dad was KDF. Mjeshi bwana. Andrew mjeshi. So nikaambia watu hii ni aje? Mimi naenda kuambia dad, kesho mnakuja kucharazwa. So nimeenda home. I'm telling you my friend, kusema ati nimechapwa niulizwa. Mnasoma na huyu kijana akaendea Nyahunyo. Akanichapa mbili akaniambia zoea kujipigania. So as a man, I was taught on how to fight for myself spiritually,
Yeah.
emotionally,
Yeah.
physically, socially, and all the faculties that a man would have. So when I come and create an environment for men, I don't speak from theories that are learned from books. So we speak practical tips. Yenye mpaka tunakuchallenge, enda ufanye. Ispo work, don't come to this meeting again. You see?
Yeah. Now, with this conversation, do you think this is the right time we must have this conversation? And do you feel like maybe we were way behind?
The right time should have been yesterday. Na ukitaka kuuliza nataka si uko na namba ya nani? Daktari Penina.
Yeah.
Huyo wa Nakuru
College.
Nakuru College.
Yeah.
Siko na namba yake?
Yeah.
Na huyo madama anafanya kazi. Wewe ushaona madama wako na hard car hiyo. Anafanya kazi kubwa hiyo college. Yeah. Nilienda juzi vitu zinafanywa huko ni za maajabu. Hebu mpigie simu. Because we have had that conversation with her. And why her? Because she has always been challenging me. Why can't you start something, a forum to speak to men?
To men, yeah.
Unaona? So the conversation should have started yesterday. Sio leo, yesterday. And then when you look at the plight of men,
yeah,
tuko na ka generation ka men, very soft guys, man. Majama wa soft.
And that is my concern.
Majama wa soft. Wanaka maembe, si maembe, wanaka chips. Unaona? Tujama toa Idomin. Unaona majama Idomin.
Yeah.
Tuko na wase wa soft.
And do you think the reason could be the way they were raised up? Do you think that could be the reason?
No, I would not use the word raised up.
Yeah.
The environment they interacted with.
Kuna wanasema kwamba it's just their nature. How do you define
hakuna nature gani? Mwanaume ni kitu ngumu. Mwanaume ni mawe. Masculine kwa ni nini? Si ni kupush. Tumepewa
Yeah.
muscles ndio tuinue, to push, tusongeshe. Like create a way where there is no way. That should be the mindset. And so we have this generation of very soft guys. Mazee mpaka wanakuja church. How we feel. Kajama kanataka mimi nipige nduru. Mimi ni mwanaume, my friend, mimi siwezi piga nduru. You see? Na sisemi kupiga nduru ni mbaya.
You know, I'm laughing because Catalina is reminding me of what Bishop said like 2 Sundays ago. He referred to them as chihuahuas.
Yeah, Bishop, bwana asifiwe.
You know, it's not a laughing matter, but you find it funny. You know, having a man who's just there like unapata pia anasema, oh gosh, something. I'm feeling embarrassed when I speak about. You know, it is not our nature, yeah.
Una feel kumchapa hedi lakini unakumbuka manze nimeokoka. Otherwise anatakiwa kupigwa mahedi mfululizo bila full stop, unaona?
Yeah.
Ndio asimame. And let me say this, Derek. Na hii kitu ni kitu itakuja kukuwa proved in years to come. If we don't shape the next generation of men,
yeah,
in the next few years hakutakuwa marriage. Juu either tufanye vice versa. Women are more strong than the men of the day.
No, unajua tunaposoma kuna ujumbe ambao pia nimeona hapa nikacheka. The message coming from Wanjiko wa Kanina. Ni mwanadada. Anaweza nowadays women are behaving more than men.
Si ni kweli hata gossip. Twende hata gossip. Gossip nani siku hizi anapeana gossip sana. You know, men were so busy in the early days, men were so busy chasing their dreams that there was no time for gossip. Saizi msee aende watch ma vixens, aende akae kwa TV, atiwachie sijui nini, msee aingie kushikilia serikali mkononi. Hiyo ni nini?
Akitoka tunaelewa sisi wote.
Hapana wewe.
Usiweze mafumbo.
Lazima mafumbo, mtaenda kufumbua. Ndio muniite tena kwa hisho. Sasa so the environment that the men are interacting with, it makes them soft. A man should be in an environment that is in motion.
Yeah.
A man should always be going for challenges. Si kupotea, kuendea challenge. A man should be pushing until you become.
Yeah.
Unaona? Na hakuna kitu ati nimefail. Alafu we have this generation of men wanataka sympathy. Nataka tuwahurumie. By the way, mimi sinaga hiyo, mimi niliacha hiyo pati ya huruma ni estate.
Huruma ni estate, yeah.
Kwangu huruma ni estate. Mimi niliacha hiyo kitu. Unataka tukuhurumie mpaka tukupake mafuta, mazeni na kupuangia vumbi. Because I want you to stand. You know,
remember there's something that our bishop said that tough times never last. But tough people last forever.
Yes.
So as we address men, unajua inashangaza sana unasema kwamba wanaume pia kuna wale ambao wanataka kuhurumiwa. How? And why?
Si anataka tumhurumie tumpake mafuta. Unajua, okay, let me now coin it well. History of mama's boy.
Mama's boys.
Ati boys.
Boys. Yeah.
Mama's boys must come to an end.
Yeah.
Mtu mpaka anaoa lakini bado lazima consult mom. Ati mom, leo tupike ugali ama chapati. My brother, umeolewa. You're going against the Bible. Bible inasema aje?
But is it wrong to ask for some
guidance?
Unauliza
mamako kwani ulikuwa unaoa jue ni mtoto? Marriage is for mature people.
I'm just asking ba.
Unauliza nini? Ya kufanya nini? Kwani unauliza hata wewe?
No, I'm not.
Tengeza nyumba yako, madhi ametengeza yake. Walienda wakapendana na mpoa wake, wakatengeneza yao, that is why you are there. Na wewe umekoma, that is what the Bible says.
When you say going back to mom, kuulizia mom, are you trying to say that we should not also, rather we should not go to our dads too? We should stand on our own.
No, when I use that statement, watu wenye wame suffer through this wanaelewa. When I use that, I mean this. Ya kwamba, it's good to ask for wisdom. Lakini kama you are married and who is driving your marriage, your mom.
Is your mother.
Or even your dad. Then you are lost. You are still a kid. Wachana na mtu wa yenyewe, rudi kwenu. Ukikoma urudi tena.
Wow. Naona anaeleza kwamba muda haupo nasi. Unajua dakika ambazo tumekuwa nazo zinaweza kuwa ni kidogo, but I would like to have this conversation more and more we have this conversation even many times. Lakini but for now tumekuwa na huu muda mdogo tu ambao tuko nao. This thing called a Men Institute. Can you tell us, umezungumzia kwamba you are planning for like in a week you have 2 days. Ni siku gani na siku gani? And when we talk about Men Institute, we have some people who want to join that platform. Tell us the way forward there.
Men Institute, what I can do, nitapeana namba yangu ya simu. Kama unataka kujoin, nikupe, because it's a conversation via WhatsApp. It's a channel where we just post. Then if you have a question that is personal, you can now drop the question. Kuna namba hapo nitaeka ambayo unaweza drop kwangu. But then we are going to have physical meetings. So we're going to have physical meetings. Now on the twice a week meeting, that's not my meeting.
Oh, that's not your meeting yet.
I'm just partnering with Levered RX. Because of the work that he's doing in his church, reaching out to those guys and sitting them down and working with them. And also their future plans ambazo wako nazo za moto sana. So I'm just partnering. So anytime I'm around, like leo niko Nax, lazima niende hapo around 4:35. Lazima nikuwe hapo na hao majamaa tukae na wao. We talk. It's not basically a preaching or a teaching. We have a conversation. So we talk. I'm just there to facilitate.
You know, we have a person who is imagining what kind of conversation are those, because when you talk about men conversation, maybe you have many topics that we can focus on, but I have understood, like you're talking about, on how to empower this man, bringing back this man who we used to have. When we talk about, whether when we used to talk about men, unapata kwamba mwanaume ni mtu ambaye alikuwa anaogopewa. And to challenge him, it was quite difficult. But for now, even we have women who are coming up to challenge men.
Ni kumrejesha tu.
Na kuna mtu ambaye pia anaweza kuuliza kwamba, okay, are we trying to challenge the women now?
No, my discussion is not about women. In fact, let me, Derek, my discussion is not about women. My discussion is positioning the man.
The man,
And women will be happy. Najua watu wenye watasikia hiyo statement watapiga. Sababu women are looking for men who are men.
Men who are men.
Na nimetumia jina men mara ngapi?
Mara 2.
Karibu niseme na Kikuyu. Women are looking for men who are men. Men who can stand, men who can focus, men who can have a vision, men who can show direction, men with a plan. That's what women are looking for. So when I do this, I'm not even talking about women. Women should not be part of our negotiation or discussion. We are just repositioning man for the woman to be happy. Yes.
We look for time. We continue with this conversation, and you know, we will be saving men out there. Kwanza hiyo yenye umesema kuna vijana huku mtaani wamelegea tu. Vijana wapo tu wamelegea, wameweka mikono hapa. Pia nao wanatembea wakiweka. You know, it's funny when I use that example, it's funny and it's not a laughing matter at the same time. But for now, can you give us that you talked about giving out your number where they can follow you, then we see the way forward here.
Unaweza nifuata via Mr. Talanta Africa in all social media sites. Or even Mr. Talent. Mr. Talent or Mr. Talanta Africa in all social media sites. My contacts for those ambao wanataka kuingia kwa MI Institute. 0742 198 985. 042 198 985.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Talent. Thank you so much. Maybe ama labda nikupatie muda tu wa sekunde 30, you might have something you want to say apart from what we have just talked about.
I'll say this. It is our opportunity to shape the next generation of men. Now, the name boy means born only yesterday. We must shape the yesterday to become a great thing in the future. So it's our responsibility. We are not here to complain. We are here to mold the next generation of great men. And it is possible in God. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. It is our responsibility to shape our next generation. Wow, that's good.